I'm going to show you now how to make the Alfredo sauce for your fettuccine Alfredo. What you're going to want to start off by doing on low to medium heat, probably about a 4 on an induction burner, is you're going to heat 1 cup of heavy cream, which I've already done. Okay, as it heats, you can start measuring your other ingredients, and that's what I'm going to do. You may have this all pre-measured already. You'll know that it's heated when there are tiny bubbles around the sides, and then you can move on to your next step, which is adding other ingredients. Okay, so let's kind of move our way over here. All right, the next step is to add a 1/4 cup of butter, which is half a stick. Make sure it's actual butter, not margarine. Sometimes you can substitute. For a recipe like a cream sauce, it's really important that the butter is in there, or else it separates or it doesn't hold its right consistency, it's not the right texture, etc. So this is already ready to go. I've already cut it. Okay. Next up, we're going to do 3/4 cup of fresh Parmesan cheese. Now what you're going to do is there's going to be blocks of Parmesan cheese, and you're going to have to shred it yourself. So to do that, you're just going to take a cheese grater or a grater, whatever is available. You just go back and forth. And the reason why we're using like from a block is because it has a lot more flavor than if we buy pre-shredded. Okay, just grate all that. And then I'm going to we need 3/4 cup, and if you recall your equivalents, or your, which is a half cup and a 1/4 cup, or you can do the 1/4 cup 3 times. Okay. And then we're going to do about a pinch of nutmeg, give or take, and that's just going to kind of add flavor. It's not going to taste like nutmeg, it's just going to have a little extra something to it. And then you're going to also add black pepper. And if you notice I have not measured this already on your recipe, it says TT. That means to taste. That means you can add as much as you want. However, be advised that if you add a lot of this, it's going to be very spicy and you're not going to like it. So what you do is you add a little and then you taste, and then you can adjust accordingly. But it's always better to start off with a little because you can always add more, but you can't take it away once it's in there. Okay? So this is starting to get heated. I'm just going to move it around, and I have steam. So I'm going to add in my butter, and I'm actually going to break this up just so it melts a little bit quicker rather than the whole chunk. I'm just breaking up with my hands because they're clean, just like so. And then you're going to start stirring that until the butter starts melting. Once the butter is completely melted, we'll add in our cheese. So we're just going to take a quick little break until all the butter is melted. Alright, so all of the butter has been melted in. As you can see it's kind of dissolved, or you can see streaks of it. That's okay. It will all mix in when you add your cheese. So you add your cheese. I did my half cup first. I'm just going to stir it. You want to keep stirring it because it's going to dissolve into this, and it's going to get very thick. And then our other one, sprinkle it around, just like so. And I'm going to add in my nutmeg, just like so. And I'm just going to keep stirring it until the cheese is completely melted into this cream. Right now it's still very liquidy. It is going to thicken up. Part of the reason why it will thicken up is A, because you're using heavy cream for this, and then butter also. And then the cheese. Just going to keep stirring until it gets thick. We're going to take a quick break. Alright, our sauce is done, and as you can see, it's coated around the sides. When I lift it up, it sticks. That's a sign that it's ready to go, and we're ready to add our pasta. Okay, so I've already cooked our pasta. Okay, it's a little thick. It will expand up. That's why it's important that it's very thin when you're rolling it. So this is thicker than what you'll want your pasta to be in class, but you get the idea. Okay, so we're just going to add this directly to the pan, and you're going to have a lot more pasta than this. So it will look like I have some extra sauce, and you're just going to toss this around. Now, for you're going to want to eat this right away. And the reason why is because with a cream sauce like this, when you reheat it, it separates. So it's really important that you make your sauce fresh and then eat it immediately. And that's how they'll do it, like in a restaurant, because they don't want it to separate. It gets very oily. It just doesn't taste pleasant if it's not done that way. So then you'll plate this up, you'll eat and enjoy, but I have forgotten, silly me, to add in a little bit of black pepper. So again, as I said, TT, I'm just going to sprinkle the top with a little bit, and then you can always add more, toss. You can always add more as you eat it, okay? Enjoy!